My search took me some 9,000 miles from home to the Ugandan city of Entebbe. From here, a chartered plane flew us an hour east to Bundabugyo. The place was so remote, we had to land on a grass runway. It was here, in the mountains, that I met 35-year-old Asimo Kilolo and 13-year-old Maureen Kirohona, who had intimate knowledge of Kandi's story.
I just cried when I heard her story.
Do you fear that you could become like the girl in Kandi's story?
Yes, I'm afraid of being alone. I'm afraid of becoming an orphan.
Kandi's story is a real-life account of a 12-year-old African girl who loses her father and then mother to AIDS. Kandi is left to fend for herself and her 5 siblings. The story about her struggles is illustrated in this 45-page booklet. Nothing fancy about the book, yet her story has touched countless people living with or affected by HIV/AIDS. Are you afraid of dying?
No, but I'm worried about my family. Just like in Kandes Story, when the father died, the family suffered.
Asimo Kilolo is HIV positive. It's been 5 years since the diagnosis. He feels okay today. But instead of worrying about the future, he spends his time telling others about the Kandi story.
I've given out over 200 copies of this book, along with 100 copies of the Book of Mark. I'm trying to save people's lives because Kandes Story is more than just about AIDS. It's about how the community, and especially the church, can love and care for people affected by AIDS.
Kandi's story is published by Wycliffe Bible Translators, the world's largest Bible translating organization. Since 2004, Wycliffe has translated the story into 90 languages in some 12 African nations. Here in Bundabugyo, Wycliffe personnel are using Kandi's story as a tool in HIV/AIDS workshops. 13-year-old Maureen has been attending the sessions. And when she is not in class, Maureen is tending to daily chores at home and looking after her mother, who is dying of AIDS. Her father passed away several years ago after contracting the virus.
I'm not ready for this role. I'm the one struggling to look after my mother and 3 siblings. I turn to page 13 of Kandes Story and see my life in the book. My mom is too weak to move around, so she holds on to me. But at least she's alive because she's giving me advice and preparing me for the time when she won't be around anymore. I know they are going to be orphans, but I'm telling them to trust the Lord. I know that He will take care of them.
The mom is especially proud of Maureen, who is learning to read and write, thanks to Wycliffe's literacy programs.
This brings me so much joy, especially knowing she's learning to read parts of the Bible in our language.
Mind you, translating the Bible into the Bwizi language has not been easy. Those living in this village have never had a written language.
It was years and years of just working out the orthography. How are they going to represent the 3 different B sounds, you know, hard B, soft B, and the implosive B. But I think it has really borne fruit.
As of this year, Wycliffe has translated more than 60% of the New Testament. Verifying scriptural accuracy is so key to the whole process of Bible translation, and that is why Wycliffe translators take a very long time, a very painstaking process of making sure that what they're translating is accurate. But Bible translation is only part of the solution.
It's certainly about transformation for eternity, but it's also about transformation here and now, because they see so many people who have quality of life here and now, because not only because of the translated scriptures, but because of the access to information and education. And that includes health issues like HIV/AIDS education, malaria education, clean water. All of those things, we have this privilege of translating materials so that people have a better understanding.
Back at the workshop, Maureen and Asimo are trying to take it all in. A group of men and women perform a musical skit about staying pure before marriage and staying faithful to your spouse. They also discuss how to avoid getting AIDS or spreading it to others.
Our people need this information. I'm going to take what I learned here and share it with others. I love people, and I have a responsibility to help my fellow men stay alive and be healthy.
If I ever get the chance to go to college, I want to become a nurse or a teacher. I want to educate people about this disease. That's what Kandi did when she grew up. She told others about God and how to stay safe.